Hello friends, I have another update to the Godot support for tiled, and now I've added object support. So let's say I have this silly little map here and I want to add a player character to this map. Easy enough. I will add a new object layer. It doesn't really matter what it's called. And the easiest way to do it is probably to use a point object, so I'll throw that in here. And then it needs to have a custom property called res path. And this path is the path to the scene that you want to insert at that point. So I'm going to copy that path from Godot and paste it in here. And now when I export this map, Godot will reload and I've got my little playable map right here. Now, we could improve this a little bit. Instead of having a point, I will remove that object. We could use a tile. So I've imported the sprite sheet for this character and I'll throw it in there. Now I need to change a couple of things. The first thing is my character is twice the resolution, so I need to change the size to be twice the size. That is 74. There we go. We still need to add that custom property, so that's res path, and I've still got that in my clipboard. So I can go ahead and export that and reload it. And it loads it to the wrong spot. So the reason for this is because tiled always sets the origin to the bottom left corner, and my player character, if I open him up here, his origin is set to the middle. So I'm going to add a couple more properties. The first one is a float, and this one's called origin X, and the origin will be 50 pixels to the right. And another property, you can probably guess this one, is origin Y, and that is going to be 37 pixels up. So now when I export this and reload my example map, now he shows up in the right spot. And of course, we could turn this into a template. So I'll save that as player start. And now we can do silly things like add 2 player starts. So now I have 2 players here. And if I export, then I get 2 player starts, which is kind of fun. Now I will say it would be fantastic if instead of setting origin X and origin Y, I could just modify these X and Y variables that are built into tiled, but these are kind of ghost variables. They don't actually live anywhere. If I were to open up this template file in code, you can see it doesn't actually save X and Y anywhere here. I struggled for quite a bit to try to pull that X and Y out from the code, but I think it's literally just taking the width and height and divided by 2. So if we can figure out a way to use those, that'd be super cool. But for now, origin X and origin Y, this is the same solution that the GameMaker exporter is using. So it's a little bit standard in tiled, I guess. Anyway, I hope that's useful to somebody, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.